The Leafs have finally scored a power play goal. Alert. Major alert. Oh, isn't that a breath of fresh air, right? Everybody can stop squeezing the stick and whatnot. Leafs in Calgary again, back-to-back nights. This game had some good pace to it at times, but it also slowed down a lot at times. So you could tell it was the second game in a row between these teams. And it was kind of the opposite of the way the last one went. In the last one, the Flames really had the good start in the first, and then the Leafs had to come. The Leafs had a really good start. I'm getting confused between my opposites. The Leafs had a really good start in the last game, and then the Flames came on near the end of the first and then through the second and sort of took it to the Leafs. Whereas tonight, it was the Flames that were hot to start and built up a bit of a edge in shots, and the Leafs I think the shots were 10-6 after the first period, so not a big discrepancy, but Calgary did have the edge. And as the second period went on, the Leafs were the ones that came storming back in the second period, and soon enough the shots were even, and then they were up a bit, and they really took it to them. But the main similarity between last game and this one is that the Leafs would go up 2-0 in the early goings of the second period, and then fall back to 2-1 at the end of the second period and go into the third with a 1-goal lead. So lots of kind of mirrors in these two games. The first goal for the Leafs happened, I think, just a few minutes, 6 minutes into the second, maybe, like that. So, I don't know. I was watching the game in a bit of a haze because I kept falling asleep. But it was Spezza that got the Leafs on the board first. The Leafs were in the Calgary end, and Kerfoot ended up with the puck behind the net, and he was kind of dancing each way, going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then he eventually came out on Markstrom's left and got the puck out front to Spezza, who banged at it a couple times and before putting it in. So nothing pretty, but that's fine, because these are the types of goals they're going to have to score in the playoffs when it's just get it to the crease and then bang away at it and get it in the net. And not everything's going to be a highlight reel goal, right? And a few minutes after that, maybe, I can't remember exact timing, the Leafs would go up 2-0, and this one was a Matthews goal. And Calgary kind of shot themselves in the foot on this one. Nylander carried the puck in over the line, kind of on the right side, maybe towards center. Dropped the puck for Matthews right at the blue line, and then kind of went to the left side and kind of pushed the Calgary defenseman back just by taking up his space. And both Calgary defenders just kind of backed up and gave Matthews room, and he was just like, okay, I'll just walk in and rip it, right? So then he just beat Markstrom clean with one of his patented wrist shots, right? So that was the 2-0 lead. Calgary would tie it up with not much time left in the second, and there was a blatant trip on TJ Brody in the corner when Lucic took his legs out from under him. That should have been called, but wasn't. That kind of led to the goal being scored. So it was kind of like, okay, they didn't really get a goal there, but they did because it counted, because the refs didn't call the fucking penalty. And so unfortunately, that kind of took a bit of momentum away, but they went to the break down 2-1 and came out in the third and got scored on again, which they went down to, the game was then tied up 2-2. Then they got a quick one back, Simmons, which was good to see him get a goal, because he's kind of been building towards that after getting back from his injury. I kind of commented on his play getting better the last game or whenever that was, and it was, Leafs were kind of cruising around the zone a bit, and came to Engvall on the left side. He just let a shot go on net, and the rebound kind of ended up in the crease, and Simmons just banged away at it. Again, another crease jam goal, which are kind of his bread and butter, right? The Leafs went back up 3-2. Leafs took a penalty Calgary took a penalty just past the 10-minute mark, I guess, just past the halfway point, and proceeded to score a shorthanded goal, which knotted the game at threes. But then on that same power play, Matthews would score again, which would put the Leafs up 4-3. A few minutes later, Tavares added an insurance marker, made it 5-3, and the game was over. I didn't comment much on those 2 goals because by then I was fully struggling to stay awake, and I don't remember much from the third period. Damn late games. But yeah, again, good to see the Leafs put together a pretty consistent effort all night. Calgary, like I said, they were the better team in the first period, but it wasn't by a ton. So a lot of times you have to weather that storm on the road, right? When the home team comes out hard in the first period, you just need to survive, right? Which they did, going to the break 0-0 after the first, and then the rest of the game used that to build a lead, and then almost blow it, but not blow it, and then come back and finish it off. So they were commenting tonight on what a good pairing Muzzin and Hall had been, each playing 25 minutes a game, give or take, lately, like really munching a lot of minutes as their kind of shutdown pairing, which is, I find so funny because, like I commented on last time, Babs didn't even have Hall as a regular guy in the lineup, right? Like, he was very reluctant to put him in, so, and now he's one of their top defenders, right? It's just so funny to see things like that. Campbell was in the net, so he didn't end up re-aggravating anything on that last game when he kind of got up funny after that one save. So, and he played really well. He made some really good stops, especially in the first period when Calgary was really kind of pressing at the start. And during one of their power play opportunities, that I think he also made a couple really good ones. So he was solid. Still undefeated at 9-0. And overall, the forward lines, again, it was just kind of an overall team effort. One of the goals was set up by, I think it was the second one, the Matthews goal. It started off with a shift by the third or fourth line. I don't remember which one, where they had the puck in the Calgary's end for quite a while, and then the Tavares, Nylander, Galchenyuk line came out, and they continued it and just kept the pressure going in the offensive end, and then the Matthews line came out, and then they did the same thing, which led to the goal. It was just it was a lot of really good ozone pressure from all 4 lines, and of course I think all 4 lines contributed in a way, because Spezza got a goal, Simmons got a goal, Matthews got a goal, and Tavares. Yeah, every line had some sort of point production presence in this game. So really good to see the whole team kind of going at this point. So I just hope the schedule sorts itself out so I don't have any late night games for a while, because this is killing me. So that's all I really have to say, because like I said, I was kind of in and out of consciousness most of the night. But overall, again, impressed with the Leafs' effort and the way they've kind of turned that losing streak upside down and built up a new winning streak. And again, they're getting that separation now at the top of the division that they had before, that they kind of lost for a while during that losing streak. They're starting to build that up again, and which is really good, because we're getting into the latter stages of this season, and we're going to want them to be positioned as favorably as possible. So here we go.